I'm so excited because I finally have this. And what is this, you ask, aside from looking like a very big MOTO RAZR shaped box?
Hello, Moto.
Good day, you beautiful people. Welcome to LAZADA's Tech, where we do tech in your life in style. Today's video is one I really am excited about. We're checking out the MOTO RAZR Plus. And yes, folks, if you are of the same generation as me, you know why this phone is so special. In this video, I'm going to be unboxing this device. We're going to take our first look at it. We're going to see what the cover screens can do. Because oh my gosh, this thing's cover screen. We're also going to be checking out the cameras as well. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Absolutely loving the color of this phone, Viva Magenta. It's like this fiery red that looks so good, and even the borders, the edges of the phone are in that metallic red. The back though, this back is something else. I love that texture. I love how they added in the Razer branding on here. On the side, you have a fingerprint unlock button, you have volume buttons. At the bottom, you get your speakers, USB-C charging port, and then on this side, you get your SIM tray. Now this is what the phone looks like as you flip it open. Let's see that from another angle. As you can see, it does completely fold shut. And what I like about this phone particularly is how the edges of the device around it, I don't know, I just feel like that gives me a more comfortable in-hand feel. Of course, we get that really big, really nice cover screen and two cameras up front. We have a black border all around it, but what I love particularly about this phone is that you still get that Viva Magenta border up top here. So even if you're looking at the phone from just the cover screen, you know that it's a red phone. Again, that's a nice and responsive and bright little screen. In a little bit, we're gonna check out features on that. And as you can see, for this particular phone, the cameras cut through the screen. I mean, how it's programmed, you don't really see stuff move through the cameras because of how they positioned everything, but it is quite literally like in there. When we open the device, we get that longer screen. Now, people have been asking about if it opens like flat. I mean, on a table, you don't really notice. And what I love about this phone is how it lays sort of flat. Well, sort of flat because, of course, the cameras are on this side. So when you put it on the table, it does sort of wobble if you press on this. But it's not so bad, actually. And yeah, I do see why some people feel like it doesn't fold precisely flat. I do get a feel that when I open it, it can open a little bit more, but I mean, I don't know, that actually like looks pretty flat. Crease-wise, you do get a little bit of it. Again, all phones, you get a little bit of it. And as someone who's been consistently using these folding phones, let me assure you, again, you don't really feel that when you're using the phone. always so satisfying. Now, just for comparison's sake, here is the Z Flip 5, and if you're curious about this specific device, I do have dedicated videos on this. I'll link it down below. But side by side, this is how they look. The Razer is a little thinner and is a little like wider size-wise. Now, I do like these two foldies. Right now, they're both my favorites, but I will say that in terms of in-hand feel, you get a more premium feel with the MOTO RAZR Plus because of that back. And I don't know, I like the rounded edges again, and just it fits, you know? Now we're on to the cover screen. Swipe right and you get Spotify. And you don't just get a preview of what Spotify is doing, you get this whole widget where you can play, go to different albums, go to different playlists, you get the visuals and everything. Swipe to the right, I have games, and yes, you can most definitely play games with this. It's pretty cool because look, I mean, how cute, oh my gosh, okay. How cute is this? Of course, it's a pretty simple game, and being able to play on my cover screen does not mean I'm good at any game, but that's an option, so that's pretty cool. Swipe, you get different widgets. I even have like my calendar on here. I have my contacts, and then I'm back to apps. Now, if you swipe to the other side, it just goes around. Now, what's pretty cool here is under apps, you guys, you can actually get through your apps. These are not just widgets, you get the actual app. So for example, if I'm traveling, I'd want to go on Google Maps, I can just navigate with my cover screen. And yes, I do have Paris on here because I will be flying to Paris soon, yay! Anyway, you get the idea. This is very convenient, especially if you're walking around in places like Paris where there are a lot of pickpockets and you don't have to like unfold your phone to make sure you're going the right way. I mean, you also have, of course, your camera. We're gonna explore that a little bit later. You have your messages on here. You have your, okay, I'm not gonna show you, but you have your email on the cover screen. You can actually write emails from your cover screen, and you get the whole QWERTY keyboard on your cover screen. And I'm surprised at how roomy that all looks. I do feel like that may be the same size the QWERTY keyboard is. If you unfold the phone, let's check. See, it's the same size. And because it's the same size, it's not gonna be a pain to compose an email. Ooh, look, continuity on this. But yes, what I was saying was that just because it's the same size as the QWERTY keyboard, when the phone is unlocked, you're not gonna have a hard time typing on the cover screen anymore using this keyboard. Props! Look, you can quite literally watch my videos on the cover screen. Are they gonna be like the best viewing experience? No, but fact still remains, you can. And that zoomed in view actually looks very good. Even on the cover screen, you can swipe up to go to the different apps you've opened. That's pretty cool. It works just like the actual unfolded phone. Back to the apps, you have Chrome. Oh my gosh. So for example, you're arguing with a friend, right? And you're like, oh my gosh, I'm pretty sure this is a thing. And he's like, no, it's not a thing. And then all you need to do is pull out your RAZR Plus and then go on your cover screen and then look it up on Google, and you don't even have to unfold your phone. That's cool. You even have Facebook, Instagram. I wonder what that looks like on here. Stories. Can you zoom in? Oh, it's my friend Max, and this is what stories look like on here. I will say though that they're cropped and I can't see him, and I can't see him to like zoom in or out when watching stories, but you can watch stories. I mean, in feed, it actually looks good. And also, let's go to what my profile looked like, and that would be, I think, here. But you have the camera, so I guess this cover screen view needs a little work still, but again, the fact that you can do it on your cover screen is impressive enough. The true test though, I can shoot Instagram stories. Oh my gosh, this is a deal breaker. I like this. It's amazing. Gotta say, just because of this, I'm pretty much sold on the cover screen on the RAZR Plus. You can quite literally prop up your phone like this, do hands-free recording, and you can shoot your Instagram stories from the cover screen. This is amazing. I love this. I'm so sold. Right, let's get to the cameras. So first of all, let's do this camera tour with this propped up like this, because yes, you can prop it up like this. As you saw earlier on the cover screen tour, we can even shoot like Instagram stories with this phone propped up like this. So first off, you have this little toggle here, and it gives you different settings, like you get a face retouch, or your auto smile capture, or your gestures. What's this? Selfie photo mirror, HDR. You also have the option for sizing. So we were at a ratio of 1:1 because it is a square cover screen, and then you can do 3:4. Well, 3:4 and 1:1, right? At the bottom here, you can do slow motion, video. Oh, so you can actually like shoot vlogs on here. You have photo booth, mirror, portrait. So on video, you have the same options, but you also can do 60 or 30 FPS, although you did see that. Enable to switch between lenses at this resolution. Let's do 30 FPS. You can also do 4K with a cover screen. There is also nice a stabilization mode. It is toggled on. It does crop in, so nice. Now for cover screen videos, you can also do a 9:16 ratio or a 1:1. So I'm thinking that if I want to be shooting vertical videos, this is the perfect form factor. But if I'm going to be shooting, for example, YouTube videos, it has to be sideways like this. Take note though that we still are only using the cover screen functionalities. I want to check later if we get like more functionalities if we go into the camera with the phone unfolded and then just turn on the preview screen. Anyhow, we also have a portrait mode here, that mirror mode that I showed you earlier, and then you have the photo booth mode, which oh, it just keeps going. It doesn't stop. It doesn't wait. Printing, what? Ooh, that's cute. It gives you an instant collage on photo booth mode. Should be a fun time with friends, actually. From this side, you also get different filters, which is pretty cool. And then, I mean, I think that's mostly it from the cover screen cameras. Now again, shooting with a cover screen gives you so many different options. You can shoot like this. So this means you can adjust the hinge depending on how you want to shoot. And this is actually my favorite way to shoot with clamshell foldies. You also can, honestly, prop it up places like this. You get the idea. There are countless, many different ways you can use this camera. Let's see how the cameras work when you open it from here. So, hey, right, so here we go. We have photo, we have wide. Wait, no, wait. That's macro, wide, 1x, and you can zoom up, whoa, until 8x. And then, as you can see, because we're taking a photo, we can turn on the external display or external display camera cartoon, which is basically a series of these fun little faces that, well, for example, if you're taking a photo of a baby or your dog, it'll catch their attention and you get better photos. It's really cute, right? So let's get back to the tour. You have Google Lens here. You have your different filters here. You have settings from up here, timer, active photos, size setting, HDR. You also get your portrait mode. Can you zoom in or out? No, you cannot. Pro mode allows for pro settings. You have spot color mode, night vision, dual capture, spot color, photo booth, time lapse, and then on the other side you have video, and here you can shoot in 4K. You also get your different modes up top. Can do, oh, there's an external display, preview. On video, you can of course shoot in 4K, but it does tell you that zoom range is limited, so you have macro 0.5, 1x up until 6x on this mode. On full HD, you can zoom up until, well, 6x still. You have your ultra steady stabilized mode, and then you have slow motion over here, and Of course, those are the rear cameras, and we've been checking out what you can do with the rear cameras, with the cover screen, and with the phone unfolded. But let's not forget that there's still a selfie camera up here. Of course, you have wide and 1x photos. You have portrait, you have a pro mode, and then you get the same things. On video, you can shoot 60 or 30. And you can also do 4K front-facing video on this. Right, that's it for our quick tour. Let's get to some sample shots. That was our first look at the MOTO RAZR Plus. Alright, initial impressions first all. Of course, I'm loving the look of this phone. This whole thing, this whole color, I'm all for it. Now, this isn't the very first MOTO RAZR iteration. We've seen previous folding phone MOTO RAZRs. But personally, I think that the MOTO RAZR Plus is the very first new MOTO RAZR that I can get behind. The looks, the size, and most importantly, that cover screen functionality. The fact that that cover screen can work just like the phone when it's unfolded, those are big things and things that I'm really excited to be testing out. That's it for today. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what other videos you'd want me to shoot with the MOTO RAZR Plus. If you want a camera vlog test, a social media test, if you want me to put it side by side with the Galaxy Z Flip 5, let me know, comment down below. I'm a go, but if you want to see how I use my tech on a daily basis, find me online. That's isadoes_on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Until next time.